Tuesday, September 26, 2023. Dreamvlog. It's 11:23 right now. I just woke up a few minutes ago. But probably gonna go back to sleep. I don't know yet. Anyways, I dreamt I was like in a college. I was going to college or something. And in the college, old friends, which I'm not friends with anymore, Martin Gonzalez and Martin Quintero, and we were hanging out, and they were just being deceivers, which can be symbolize old friends coming against me. And we're hanging out and we're chilling. We all had like a room together, and we all like were sleeping on one bed because we didn't have no other bed. Nothing weird or nothing like that, just sharing a bed. And then we were like, I woke up and I was going through my clothes, and we're all getting ready for school. And then for some reason we have like a party later on. We have a party, right? And it was like a college party, and everyone came over, bro, and I was wearing white shorts, and in the white shorts, we I don't know, in my dream I like shitted my pants. And I it was really bad. And then I had like leaned against the wall, and there was a big old like smashed poop on the wall. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know why I jumped this, but it was funny. And then I went to the bathroom or whatever, and then I came back clean, and I was going through the clothes. It was like a duffel bag of clothes, and I was going through my clothes, and then one of the Martin's clothes was there too, and I moved it, and he had a ripped white beater in there, and then I threw it out, and one of them was wearing purple, and then what was it called? All of a sudden the dream changed. I was like going to the classroom. I was in a classroom, but it felt like the same room. It just changed. It was in a classroom then, and I was chilling in the classroom, and there was demons there, bro. There was demons in my classroom, but I could discern the demons. They were in human form. But I was going to the classroom. The teacher came, and there was this big ass demon. He was really quiet and timid, and he was in the back of the room. He was like buff, like almost like the Hulk, but fat. He had fat on top of his buffness, right? And he was like shy and timid a little bit, but he was like just watching, like looking. He was like a monitoring spirit, which is a demon spy, and he was just looking around, like just looking, like being quiet but big and buff, you know what I mean? And then which I was just talking about monitoring spirits last night, so it could have been a prophecy that I was gonna receive them, or I've been receiving them, or been having those. But anyways, and then all of a sudden the teacher comes in and starts teaching, and I'm just like trying to sit there. I sit down at this table or at a desk. You know, in classrooms where you guys sit at desks back in the day in the high school, and they're like, oh, get in groups of 4, and you move your desks into groups of 4. That's what we did. And we got in a group of 4, and there was this girl that I went to high school with. Her name was Cara. We weren't close or nothing. I just knew of her, you know? And her name was Cara. And then she's just some white girl, random white girl, like, you know what I mean? But and then and then we put our desk together, and I sit down, right? I have my backpack on my desk or whatever, and I'm chilling. Right? And I don't know, I have my cologne in my dream. My cologne is spiritually blessed, right? It's blessed by God. Um, so it's an extra barrier of protection. Um, so that means that God was in my dream, blessing me with the extra strength of protection. And and uh and so it's godly protection, you know. Um, basically everything I own is blessed by God and my spirits. So everything I own is spiritually blessed. So like if someone stole something, I can literally channel it and then curse them because they put their energy into it too. But everything I own is basically spiritually blessed under me and God and the Holy Spirit, you know what I mean? And my spirits. But but anyways, um I always cleanse everything. That's why I make my spray in the spray bottle. I make my own cleansing spray and protection spray, and I put it on everything, you know. But even the bed I'm on, I put protection spray on it. You know what I mean? But blankets, everything. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? It doesn't hurt to cleanse. You know what I mean? To add an extra layer of protection. But yeah, everything's blessed by God. Like, you know, most of the time, I put things on my altar, random things. My glasses, you know, my sunglasses, I put on my altar and I wear them so I can see better in the spirit. You know what I mean? I have a prophetic veil, which is my do-rag. It's for prophecy. It's to cover your crown chakra, the top of your head, so demons don't come through. I don't wear it as much because I don't really need it, but I have it. You know what I mean? Everything is blessed by. You know what I mean? But so it's like stealing from God if you steal from me. You know what I mean? But anyways, anyways, um, but anyways, in my dream, I was I was in the classroom in the seats of four, right? So I got a little distracted, and we're just talking, and I put my cologne was in my bag, and she said something about my cologne, and then and then uh and then what's it called? Anyways, and then when um and then what's it called? What's it called? And then I didn't pull out my cologne in my backpack though, but I opened my backpack, and then all of a sudden the dream changed. I went. Oh no, the dream didn't change yet. I get up and I walk around the classroom or something, and then all of a sudden some little fool with brown hair and looked like a bowl cut kind of. He he gets in my chair with his backpack, and for some reason he was holding a card in his hand. I seen him holding like a card, or he had a keychain on his backpack or something. He was holding a card in his hand, and then he sat in the chair. He sat in the desk, and I came back. I was like, "Hey, fool, this is my chair, bro." And then he got up. He got up, and guess what happened? I handed him a Caprisun out of my backpack. Boom. And I don't know why, but we already know. I've been talking about it. Demonic covenants, which is he accepted it, and he was drinking it, right? So that means this wasn't a demonic covenant. This was just probably just like a covenant for protection for me, pulling it out of my backpack, right, and giving him something to eat, because in the dream realm, if you receive something to eat or drink, you're building a covenant. It doesn't always mean demonic, but most of the time it means demonic. So that means I gave it to somebody and they drank it. So now I'm protected from that kid, that dude or whatever. But but yeah, in the spiritual realm. So it was so unexpected. But I had like a whole bunch of Caprisuns in my backpack, and then and then uh and then and then all of a sudden the dream changes, right? The dream changes. Oh no, I'm still in the classroom actually, and then there was a classroom outside the front door. There was no hallway no more. It was another classroom. It switched from the hallway to another classroom, so it like transformed. And then I go out to the I go out to the I go out to I go out to the I'll go out the door, right? I heard someone saying Reverend Fernando, da 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 da, and they were talking shit and they were taunting me. They were like, Reverend Fernando's a pedophile, da 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 da. And then so I go fucking out, I go to over there, and I was like, what's up? What did you fucking say, dog? And then I punk him in the fucking classroom, and then I punk him in the fucking classroom because I was just tired of their shit. And then that fool shut the fuck up, and the whole classroom was like, oh, oh, oh. You know what I mean? As soon as I said something, they started being quiet. You know what I mean? Um, and the whole classroom was like, oh shit, you got punked. I come back into my classroom, and then I come back into my classroom, and then they were talking about it. They're like, "Oh, we heard you poked that fool." Da, 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 da. I was like, "Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's not about being hard. It's not about being punked. It's about just standing up for myself, basically." You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. I didn't say that. You know what I mean? Because I don't give a fuck about being hard. I don't give a fuck about being soft. I don't give a fuck about street code. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I mean? I just get angry. I just have anger issues. But um anyways, and then I come back in my classroom. They're like, "Oh yeah, we heard what you did." Da, 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 da. They were like kind of a couple people, not all of the people. And then there was a gang member inside my classroom. He was a bulldog. He was a Fresno bulldog, and he's like, "Oh, that was down or whatever." Da 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 da. He's like, "That's how we get down." Whatever. Some. It was like he wanted to recruit me in the Fresno Bulldogs, and then and then and then and then and then and then yeah, but yeah, it was crazy dream. So I don't think I've ever given anybody food in my dream, but that builds a covenant, and it's probably covenant of protection over that. It kind of looked like some kid that's in this around here or whatever. But it was weird because you know what I mean. But it was weird. I never give no one food in my dream, and this is the first time. So that means I got a covenant of protection on the spiritual realm from whoever that was. And then that demon was big and buff, but he looked bald, and he looked bald, and he would look like in a human form, but he looked like a weird ass human in my dream. He was big, buff, and fat, and then he was like just watching everything, being quiet in the back of the seat. And he was a big, it was a big black guy. He looked big and black, like a fat black dude at first with a little short fro, and then all of a sudden he wanted the back seat, so I gave him the back seat, and I was like, cool. And then he got bigger. He got bigger, like he was like buff and fat and ugly. He kind of looked like the Fantastic Four, and how the big rock guy is there, the big rock guy, um, the big rock guy, the thing. He kind of looked like that, but without so many cracks and more like humanish. But he was big, and then he was just like watching things, the monitoring spirits, or a demon that's just spying and watching, observing, and then obviously God was showing me I have another level of protection with my cologne. If I spray it before I go out, if I spray it before I go out, he's gonna be with me. um it's just godly blessed. It sits on my altar, that's why. um and then and then and then and then yeah, it's because I've been fasting and praying, bro. So I'm gonna start having more protections. The more I fast, the more I pray, as the more revealed to me, the more things I'm gonna be protected of over. Because that's why God, the other day, I made a video on my TikTok and posted it on YouTube or whatever. I mean on YouTube, and I think I need to post on YouTube, but I posted on Facebook or whatever. It was God was telling me to pray more, and I felt it in my stomach. I did, because I do like 10. I do a repeat of 10 prayers. I repeat it 10 times each prayer, and I do a whole bunch of prayers, and that's a lot of prayers, right? And and he was telling me to do more prayers than that, and so I was like, okay. So I just felt it in my stomach, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. You know what I mean? So I did it until I felt content, and then I made a video about how if you ever feel like you need to do more prayer, that's probably God telling you you need to do more prayers, because something's coming or something's going to happen, or you're going to receive a blessing, and he just wants you ready for that. And so I did more prayers, and I fasted, and you know what I mean? And I started getting more visions. So God gave me like 4 visions last night when I like 4 or 5 visions last night when I was doing the Catholic rosary. And then he's making my spiritual gifts more stronger now, um back, elevating. But yeah, the gift of prophecy, the gift of God, is just a beautiful thing. I haven't been doing like not haven't been really been doing nothing else, like taking on clients for witchcraft or taking on whatever, like doing tarot readings or nothing. I just been focusing on God mostly, and the closer I get to God, the more stronger I get. You know what I mean?